Alright everybody, welcome back to Stellaris. We have got everything going on the way we want it. People are either building stuff, like they're building a space base around Frontier Outpost around Bernard Star right now. We've got everybody else either scanning planets or moving to planets. And Earth is building civilian industries so that we can get started increasing the production of, what do they call that? Consumer goods. And we've got the shipyard building our first colony, so we can put down a colony here at Alpha Centauri. All right, let's see how things go from here on. We found just in the last episode those whoops. Okay, so we've got stuff all out this way, don't we? Wonder if we could circle around him like that. If we circled around the, I don't know if this is the whites. I don't know who these are. But yeah, that would be cool. And then get on out on this arm. Of course, we would have to fortify all of these in case we piss those off, but still. Yep, see, it's coming on that way. We didn't realize we had all these out there. So yeah, let's have him keep moving, keep checking out these areas.
The colonists have all been transferred to the new colony ship, and her captain reports all systems go. A momentous day for sure.
All right, fantastic. I want to see, let's go to Earth. Did that decrease our population? Bet it did, yep. See, we got 2 available. No, that came from building civilian industries, didn't it? Would have thought that would have decreased the population, but perhaps not. We do have civilian industries now, which should be increasing our amount of consumer goods as soon as we get enough population to fill those 2 jobs, which will happen in 19 months. We'll fill one up and we'll see our civilian goods start to increase. And maybe we won't have to buy them so often that time. Okay, now that that's finished, do we have enough? We will in just a second. I want to get started on another construction ship so I can start putting some more frontier bases out here. And for instance, grab that one. Get ready to grab Quacklight here. All right, let's go to the colony ship, the Mayflower. It is ready to go. We are going to send it over here to Alpha Centauri. That is where our size 15 continental world is. So we will have it come on over here. Estimated arrival date 204 days. Okay, then we'll have to see where we're going to put it. Now, what do we have here? All right, that's an interesting system. Interesting system. But we want to continue making the loop and bring him on around so we can hook back up with our original one here. Actually, looking out here, wonder what all else is out that way. We'll see. We'll see. He's going to be moving. So we'll eventually head him back the other direction as soon as we see what's going up this way. I mean, heck, we may just build some up this way and then go on out there into the Weeping Ghost Nebula. That would be an interesting ride, wouldn't it? All right, the shipyard. Let's keep an eye on our alloys so that when we hit 100...
Planetary features on habitable planets are sometimes blocked, preventing their exploitation. Clearing a blocked feature takes time and costs minerals or energy credits, but the free space often makes it worthwhile.
Many blocked features require specific technologies before they can be removed, but the ones on our homeworld can be dealt with as soon as we have the credits to spare. Alrighty, situation log. That's just wanting us to, I'd say it almost like the tutorial type of, tutorial type of missions where they want us to start building, teach us we need to build more Corvettes, we need to build this, that. I want to build a construction ship, and then we will build a Corvette after that. So hopefully that's going to get going. Okay, let's zoom back on in a little bit and see where we go from here.
We have a colony ship, and we have found at least one suitable candidate for a permanent extrasolar outpost. I see no reason to delay further. Let's establish our first colony.
And we are already doing that, Veer. I actually prefer Vega to you. Vega's slightly more useful. Uh-oh. Here we go. Is that a continental? No, that's an ocean world. And we run into ogre vessels. Let's see what we're looking at here. So there's an ocean world here on Gemma 3. I want to see. Yeah, let's zoom in. We didn't get to see the ogre vessels last time. Ooh, look at that. I don't know what type of vessel that is. Let's see here. What's that? The function of the space station. Oh, space station. So it has already grabbed. I don't know if that's an insectoid? Plant? I don't know what kind of thing that is. Let's look at the... Is it society management? Nope, that's not it. Situation log. Ogres. Quaxia, that's the whites. That's the stands. I think it's the ogres. There they are. Yeah, I'm not sure what race of creature that is. We will have to see if we can figure it out. So apparently they put an outpost here, so they have grabbed this system already. So we definitely won't be going around that way. Let's continue moving up in this direction so we can hook back up. See if maybe these two aren't hooked up, and then maybe we can go out that way. Travel out that arm.
Construction completed.
All right, looks like Bernard's star now belongs to us. Yep, see how we expanded out that direction? So let's go into Bernard's. Take a look at our new frontier station here. There we go. So pretty. What does Bernard's have there? A desert world. Nice. All right. So we can send our construction ship to where we want to start going out. And I think that's going to be out this way. Ocean world and arid world. Yeah, I think we want to send it out this way because we want to grab this. We really do want to grab that. And we want to grab that tundra. Yeah, we want to put a choke point there. Hopefully none of these have been explored by the Akma, and hopefully there's no like civilization over here. We didn't run into any there, but we should have checked that one while we were at it. So yeah, I'm gonna send you out this way. Move here. So you'll be ready as soon as we survey that one. Actually, I'm gonna send him on out this way, actually. Hit those two, probably come over here, hit that one, make sure there's no other race here. Use him as an impromptu scout at the moment. Just so we can see what the heck is going on. Alright, let's right-click you and dismiss you. Okay. And let us continue on. It didn't tell me. It didn't tell me that it had finished constructing this. Why didn't you tell me that you had finished constructing the Adriatic? Oh, so it looks like my construction ships are named after oceans, are they? Alright. So, where do we want to go? We want to go down here and put we're going to build a starbase down there. So we need to move down. It'll be 2 jumps, so it'll be 207 days to get there. Wish it would have said something that it had finished building that. That would have been nice. All right, let us continue on. Anything else that needs to be taken care of? Everyone's moving, everyone's scanning. Earth's capital. So it says that moving blockers. We've still got one there. And I still don't know what I'm going to put. I don't know. Is it generator districts? kind of hard to say, but I'm not going to do any more until we start filling up these jobs, because I definitely want them to go there. It's nice to know we still have 0% crime. Then we'll figure out, once we figure out what kind of planet it's going to be, we can figure out what kind of features we need to unblock. I was going to start building a Corvette, but I'm going to hold off on the Corvette until he can get down here and start building a frontier outpost, because I want to grab that before the creatures down here do. Okay, so let's send you up here now. Oh, need a science ship or a military fleet, so can't do that. Which other ones have we explored? Are you through yet? You're still working on that one, aren't you? So we need to get some more planets surveyed so we can continue spreading on out. This would be a good one, so we can grab this one over here. So yeah, we've still got plenty of stuff we need to get a hold of. So you can't just send a construction ship out to make the circle. I'm not sure if you could in the past or not. All right, so we're still waiting for 99. That's my science ship. Is that the last one you've got? Yeah, I think that might be that might be the last. All the rest of them are lit up white, aren't they? Toxic world, toxic world, toxic world. I don't know. Looks like it's already surveying, so let's go back out. Well, maybe we'll see him finish up there in a second. That would be nice. All right, what have you got over here? Actually, nothing else in this system. That's good, so they're moving down that way. That case, let's click on the ship, not on the system. Let's move you on up there. And we shall continue on. All right, the colony ship has arrived here. Which one is it going into? Which is the planet? Alpha Centauri 3. That's the continental world. So I want you to go here. Yeah, you're going to move that way. All right. Let's look at our situation log. Let's look at established colony. We should use our colony ship to establish our first colony. The best planetary candidates are those that are the same planet class as our homeworld. Our colonists will have no problems adjusting to their environment. To colonize a planet, click on your colony ship or select it in the outlier. Click on the colonize button and select the planet you want to colonize. Note that you can only colonize planets that have been surveyed and have no anomalies. They must also be located within your borders. Oh, so if it has an anomaly on it, you have to research the anomaly first, maybe. Located within your borders, while you can choose to colonize low habitability planets, doing so can be very expensive. All right, no anomalies hanging off of it. These do. That one doesn't, so we're going to head it down that way. It is moving. We'll know whenever it gets to where it's going. It should be in 71 days. So about the time we get to 2204, January of 2204, we'll start watching as it moves down. Oh, this is a rocking little soundtrack here. Now, is everybody else doing something? It looks like they are.
System survey concluded.
All right, the survey is concluded now. So we're at the Quaxile system. Now that that's concluded, this science ship can come up. Where do I want you to go next? I think I want you to come over here next. We need to survey that one. We need to survey this one too, so we can start moving up that way. Oof. What do we got here? Yep, that's a continental world. We can actually settle that. So let's come on over this way and get this one surveyed so we can drop a station, and then that one surveyed. I think my next tradition that I get will be that, so we can get a 4th scientist and a 4th science ship out here. Now it said, what did it say? Society management. That's where we are, right? There's supposed to be a tab in society management where we have minor artifacts is what it said. It said it was under society management, but it's not. Let's keep looking. Situation, policies, factions, anomalies.
The planets and sectors screen provides an overview of all our colonized worlds, their POPs, and their resource output. As our empire grows, it can be organized into sectors, which are helpful for administering larger empires. Sectors can be automated here, and if they are automated, they can be given a specialization and resources to enable planets within them to construct their own buildings.
Alright, cool. Faction, fleet management, expansion,
The
discoveries.
relics screen allows us to view and activate our relics, and also to enact decisions making use of minor artifacts.
Ah, there we go. It's the relic screen is where it is. Decisions for minor artifacts. Okay, there we are. Once the Grand Archive is constructed, minor artifacts, we have 50 of them. We can celebrate, once we get 100, we can celebrate diversity, which gives us unity. Artifact analysis, which would be search for a specimen worthy of display. That's at 300. Another 100, planetary decision, museum exhibits. Okay. Or discover precursor insight. Learn the location of a precursor site if we've got 500 of them. All right, so now we need to go. We go down here to the discoveries. Okay. That's where we are. I'm going to pause for just a moment here in the recording and take a look at how long it has been going on. All right, we've got 18 minutes here, so now we know where that is. It's going to continue moving on. Everybody's moving or scanning or doing something, correct? Yes, except for our shipyard, which we're still waiting to decide which is going to happen first. Are we going to build another Corvette first?
System survey concluded.
Or are we going to see if we can create that? All right, a tundra world. Leader leveled up, and the system has been surveyed. Let's go to it and see what it looks like. All right, we have a tundra world there. We've got 2 energy and 2 minerals that we can get out of this one. Okay, that's not bad. I need to start examining some of these. But to do that, let's see, do we have enough unity that we could get another leader? I don't think so. We need recruitable leaders. We need 100 unity, and we're 78, so it's going to be 2 more months before we can get another commander. And then send that other ship over here, and then we'll have 4 fleets. Because I want to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. All right, let's send you this way. Can we send you here? Think we can? I think my wife is back from the grocery store, so we're going to call it a pause right there. And hopefully we'll put another 10, 15 minutes in here in just a little bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Stellaris. We're sitting here, we're waiting for our colony ship to make it over there to where it was doing. Hang on. We got a leader that has leveled up. Yeah, there are pending trait selections, so we need to pause that. The colony ship, where are you at now? I think you're here. Are you going to start building the colony? Also want to take a look at what you look like. I haven't seen the colony ships in this game for the humans. Oh, there we go. Oops, there we go. Nice. Right, I was wondering if it would be one of those, colony ships like what I've seen, and I think it's in Gal Civ 3 and Gal Civ 4 with the big platters on the side, with looks like the Dark Star. It has the little forest inside of it, but no, it's more of a thing. But yeah, it's got some glass on top. Look at there. It has got some glassed areas so the people in there can look up and see out of the ship. What are we looking at from the bottom? Come on. Why are we doing this? Here we go. There you go. All right. Very interesting looking on the bottom as well. Let's see what the engines are looking like. Okay. Good. All right. So we're back to that. We need to come up here and, all right, Bastamore is totally surveyed. We know that's why we're sending the Atlantic over there. It can't build anything, but it needs to come over there. We can't move that ship because, it doesn't have a commander. We've got enough. We could hire another commander, but if we did, like right here, recruiting this leader will put you over your leader cap, adding penalties to upkeep and experience gain for all the leaders. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to stay under our leader cap for the moment. So I'm going to move that over there and use it for a picket until we get some more of these planets moved about a little bit. Okay? In the meantime, you are going to colonize. Oops. No, you're not colonizing Alpha Centauri 5. You're going to colonize Alpha Centauri 3. This one. Hello. Yep. I want you to colonize that planet. That's the one that's continental, right? Yep. And we are going to name it Terra. There. So we got Earth, and we're going to have Terra now. Very good. So we'll be watching that over here to see how it goes. Okay. You have been totally surveyed. Let's go out here. Let's see what leaders we have that need to be done. All right. Are you ready to upgrade? All right, dismiss. Who is it? There we go. Pending trait pick. Is that the only one? Yeah, that's the only one. All right. What do you have right now? You have survey speed plus 10%. Okay. And we can add on Roamer 2, which is survey speed plus 20. Or archaeology excavation speed plus 10. Or an empire effect of plus 3%. What's your empire effect? Research military, chance for military theory, edict upkeep. Okay, so we'll go here. Let's give you Roamer 2. So he'll be able to survey at plus 20% on top of everything else we have. All right, I think that is good right now. We are going to let things get rolling on along here. And see what happens. All right, Mayflower.
Colonized a new world. Our colonists are now in the process of building their first settlement, but it will take time for them to become self-sufficient.
The colony will be a drain on our resources until the first settlement has been completed. So take care not to colonize too many planets at once. That's not going to be a problem. Right. Our colony ship touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Terra. This temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters, why are you licking my pants? Have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large number. Dogs are weird. The first human city on an alien world. A great day for the United Nations of Earth. And this is going to give us engineering research 251 points. Awesome. All right, we're going to stop that. Let's go to Alpha Centauri. Nice. And here is where Terra is. So let's go ahead and look at that.
Along, we should consider the recruitment of a planetary governor to oversee operations there.
Most of our worlds will get by swimmingly without the luxury of a governor and benefit instead from a bonus depending on our governmental type. But to those planets fortunate enough, a government can be a great boon. Governors can have a number of different effects on the planet they govern, most of them positive. These effects depend on the traits and skill level of the governor. All right, so there is Terra, continental world, 90% habitable, size 15. We see over here it's got a lot of city districts and has a lot of industrial districts. So it could be administrative or industrial and kind of a secondary for mining. Very good. Rocky world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, active and stable hydrosphere. Great land masses are separated by oceans with large climate variations depending on latitude and precipitation. Right, continental, very Earth-like planet. Let's see what we got. We got 2 blockers, which are both dense jungle. No rare planetary features. Well, what features do we have? All right, there's the 2 dense jungle that we can move out in order to build other things. We've got hot springs, which would put an extra generator. Rushing waterfalls, 2 more generators. Ore vein cliffs, which adds mining. Ooh, Rich Mountain. 3 max mining districts. Nice. And fertile lands, 2 agriculture. Yeah, I'm thinking. That could really help along. Yeah, mining is definitely going to be a secondary for us. All right, very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's take a look at Terra. Zoom in on it a little bit here. Come on, why are we having such a slow issue here? Whoops. Am I upside down or something? I should be able to zoom in a lot closer than that. Much closer than that. Not sure why we're not able to do that. Alrighty, well there's Terra for now. And that is where we, I think, are going to stop it. We have Terra being built. It will be completed by the 1st of October, 2206. So we got about 2.5 years before Terra is finished being colonized. Everybody else is moving around or doing something besides that science ship, and we're waiting for the Atlantic to get over there so we can use it for a picket. I think that's it. What we got over here? Continental world. Military power is 54. Science ships, construction ships. Awesome. All right, folks. That's where we will leave off. Next time, we're going to figure out what the heck. What are you doing? You just sitting there. You need to come back this way. Get you on back here so we can bring you back home. Ooh, there's a black hole there. It's a shame we can't get... Well, that is actually an unsurveyed system, so we could grab that one and then move up that way. That's an interesting idea too. We have a choice here. We can move on up that way and go around the ogres. Is that who it is? Yes, the ogres. All right, folks. We will see y'all next time. We will make a decision on what we're going to do then. And in the meantime, let's look at our pretty little empire here. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.